Congratulations, Erica Slezak.
On March 17, Erica Slezak celebrated her 40th anniversary as Victoria Lord Davidson on One Life to Live.
Here's to you, Erica.
Is Mrs. Buchanan up yet?
Afraid not, sir.
Well, would you mind if I waited in the library on the off chance that she wakes up soon? It's 10 o'clock already.
Yes, of course, sir. There you are. I'll have coffee sent in, sir.
Thank you very much. Oh, Heron.
Sir?
How was Mrs. Buchanan last night? I know she wasn't speaking with anyone.
Well, she was still awake around 11:30 when I retired, and she requested that the phones be disconnected. It's my guess that she didn't fall asleep until the wee hours, sir.
Yeah, probably. I must admit I hardly get any sleep myself worrying about her. Heron, would you mind knocking on her door to see that she's all right?
Mrs. Buchanan's usually up by now. I'm sure she won't mind if I let her know that you're here, sir.
Thank you. Heron was up checking on Viki.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, Joey forgot his little bear, huh?
Yeah, I had a real crisis last night at bedtime when he discovered it. I promised him I'd come over this morning and pick up old Fitzpatrick so he'd be there when he got home today.
How did the transition go last night? How did Viki hold up?
Well, you mean you don't know? I figured you'd be over here 5 seconds after I drove out of the driveway.
No. I telephoned 5 seconds after you drove out of the driveway. Oh. Viki wasn't speaking with anyone last night.
Not even you? Well, maybe there's hope for her after all. So what are you going to do? Just camp out here until she comes down and kind of force her to see you?
Okay, Buchanan, I know exactly how you feel about me. And I know about your paranoid fantasies that you've managed to convince yourself are actually true. So you don't have to keep reminding me every time we meet. I have a good memory.
As opposed to my wife, who, if she had her memory back, she would drop you in a flat second.
What are you going to do? Show up here every day to put her under more and more pressure?
I have a right to show up here. I'm still married to her, Dennison, remember?
So why don't you knock it off? The last thing in the world Viki needs right now is to see us in a fight.
Don't tell me what to do or what not to do. Or what my wife needs or doesn't need. Tom, I don't want to yell. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. I just stopped by to pick up some things for the kids and little Fitzpatrick for little Joey.
I just stopped by to give Viki some support and a sympathetic ear if she needs to talk.
Yes, well, I suppose she does need that.
I also plan to suggest that we make an appointment with Dr. Krause to have her memory worked on. Now, you may not believe this, Clint, but I want to see her back and complete as a whole woman, regardless of how it affects you or me.
Excuse me,
Oh, Heron. I got what I came for, and I was just on my way out. Think you still asleep?
Yes, sir. I knocked twice, but there's no response.
I see. Well, would you tell her I stopped by to pick up some things, and I'll have the boys call as soon as they come home from school. Huh? You take care.
You too, son. Would you like to wait any longer, Mr. Dennison?
Yes, Aaron, I'd like to give her another hour. If she's not up by then, I want to wake her up. I want to make sure that she is sleeping and not physically ill from all the heartbreak.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Clint.
Oh, Maria, come on in. I'll be just a minute. All right. Well, don't you look nice?
Thanks. So, how are you? Was it difficult when you had to take the children away from Viki?
No, actually, she handled it very well. Made them feel that everything was okay.
Oh, well, I'm surprised. But how wonderful. I guess it made it easier, huh?
Why are you surprised? My wife's not off the wall.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't mean that.
That is what you think, though, isn't it?
I can't believe this. You think I lied on the stand, don't you? You think I made that whole story up to help you win custody?
That isn't what I said.
Well, then why else are you being so angry and so sarcastic?
Maria.
Clint, I'm somebody who cares about you. I'm on your side. I mean, I came over here to help you with whatever your needs may be, babysitting or shopping or however I could help.
Uh-huh. You did color the story on the stand, though, didn't you? I mean, we have talked about this before, Maria.
Yes. Oh, yes, I did. I colored it. But only to spare you pain. Because Viki was even more derogatory, even more explicit about her feelings for Tom. If I had told the absolute truth on that stand, you would have gone crazy and caused a scene that would have guaranteed you to lose custody.
I'm sorry. I had to ask. I don't know who to trust anymore, Maria. I don't know who's on my side and who isn't. I feel guilty. Part of me feels guilty because of what I did, and I know that what I did is right. Part of me is depressed, and the rest of me is just damned angry.
I assume that Tom is with Viki today.
How do you guess that? Yeah, he's with Viki today. Yeah, I stopped by there to see her. He was sitting there waiting for her to wake up. You know, the man almost sounds sincere when he says he wants to help her get her memory back. Yeah. And all he does is hover around her and try to come off so she'll think he's indispensable. He's like a damn buzzard just waiting to pick on the bones of our marriage.
No.
Now what? What did I say?
It all just became so clear. That's how people view me. Not that I give a damn about them, but you must think that I'm like Tom Dennison, like some buzzard hovering and just trying to make myself indispensable.
No. Maria, you're a friend.
I'm not a friend. I love you, Clint. Don't you know that by now?
Listen.
Was she up yet?
Afraid not, sir.
Well, that does it. You have a key, I suppose.
Well, I'm not sure if the room is even locked, sir.
Well, in that case, you and I are going to go up there, and if she isn't up, we're going to kick that door in.
Mr. Dennison?
Aaron, you know the pressure Mrs. Buchanan's been under lately?
Yes, sir.
Well, all right, then. Maybe, just maybe, last night in despair, she...
No, not Mrs. Buchanan.
Well, we have to find out, don't we?
Well,
it's all right, Aaron. I understand. You stay here. I'll go.
yes, sir.
Oh, my God. What have I said?
You didn't mean it.
I mean it. I am in love with you, Clint. I have been for a while. I think other people saw it before I even realized it myself. I never meant for it to happen again.
Look, when Al died, you were lonely.
Oh, no. It might have happened even if he were alive. Because you and I were unfinished. And because for so many years I dreamed about seeing you again, about being reunited. It's true that my love for you diminished and my love for Al did grow. But when I saw you again, I was just so shaken and...
I don't know what to say.
It's because you're still in love with Viki. Because you won't let go of her, and now you're counting on these next 6 months for her to wake up and run into your arms again.
You know that. Everybody knows that.
I hope for your sake that she does regain her memory and you can have your family back. But I have my doubts. Clint, I've never done anything to hurt your marriage. I've loved you from a distance, and I only came around when I felt that you needed someone.
You have. You've always been there, and I appreciate that, Maria, but the way we were when we were kids, I don't feel that way about you anymore.
I know that. Look, all I want is for you to take my feelings seriously and think about the fact that I'm offering you a future of love and tenderness. If and when Viki convinces you that it's really over, just know that I'm here for you, that's all. You know, I was horrified when I told you the truth. And now I'm so relieved. I'm not ashamed of my love for you, Bucky. There's nothing wrong about it.
Viki? Viki, are you up yet? This is Tom. Viki? Viki. Oh, my God. Vic. Oh, thank God you're alive. Viki. Viki, it's Tom. Can you hear me? Viki. Oh, God. Viki. God, please, Viki. Viki, please. It's Tom. It's Tom. Viki, can you hear me? Please. Viki. Thank God.
Tom.
You lean back. There you go. That's it.
How did I get on the floor?
Oh, I was just about to ask you the same question.
Why is there so much light coming in? What time is it?
It's almost noon.
Noon? I've been on the floor all night.
Well, it looks that way, yes.
Good God, what happened to me? Wait a minute. I was standing there. Oh, I had a terrible pain in my head. And then there was like a flash of light.
Mm-hmm.
Then everything went blank.
All right, now, just relax. It's all right now.
All right? Tom, it's not all right. I passed out. I've been lying on the floor all night.
Yeah, well, I knocked on your door to see how you were, and you didn't answer, so I came in, and well, all I can tell you, Viki, is I'm very relieved. It's just a fainting spell.
How do you know it's just a fainting spell?
Well, I don't know, but, you know, look, Viki, you've been through hell these last few weeks, and, well, after the judge awarded custody of the children to Clint, it's understandable that you'd have an emotional reaction. I mean, that's very natural.
It's not really very natural to be unconscious for 12 hours, is it?
You told me once that you'd had blackouts before.
Yes, but it was only when I turned into Nikki Smith, and besides, this was very, very different.
However, understandable when you consider the trauma of having to say goodbye to the children. I'm sorry. I don't...
No, it's all right. It's okay. You're right, it was awful. It was dreadful. Clint and I had to tell the children that they were moving out. And that they were going to live with him. They took it very, very well. I tried to be brave, but inside
I know.
Oh, my God.
I know.
My baby and my boys, they're gone. They're gone.
Clint, I was wondering. I mean, now that Vicky's having such a hard time remembering everything about your family and the times you shared, the love you shared, don't you ever get tempted to just, well, forget about her and just move on, go on with your life?
Your mother say something to you about that?
No, why would you do something like that?
Oh, I don't know. Just wondering.
Look, Clint, if you don't want to talk about this, we don't have to.
No. No, that's a fair question, Cord. I'll answer that. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that I'd like to forget the hell that I went through. The pain that Vicky has caused me. You know, there was one thing in this world that I counted on above everything else. That was the love of my wife.
Huh.
And that went to hell in a hurry.
I don't know, sometimes you feel like you just blink your eyes a few times and go back to the time when everything was great between you. You had everything you ever dreamed of, a family, the love you always wanted. Just the two of you together.
Yeah. The two of us. Now it's the two of them.
I guess jealousy is a very normal reaction, something like this, huh?
I reckon. But you know what, Cord, is not healthy for anybody. I stopped by Land Fair this morning. And Tom Dennison was there. And I'll tell you what, Cord, I could have flat killed that man.
Now, Vicky, you've got to fight this. See, the children aren't really gone.
Yes, they are.
No. No, you'll see them. You'll see them, and you'll hold them, and you will play with them. And soon, Vicky, very soon, you'll win them back.
Yes, but not if this keeps happening. No judge in his right mind would find me to be a fit mother if I can't even take care of myself.
Well, now, who says that, huh?
Tom, this fainting episode, this is the only proof that Clint would need to make sure that I never get the children. I'm going to have to do something about this.
What do you have in mind?
Well, Judge Guernsey, he ordered me to see a psychiatrist, didn't he?
Well, yeah, of course, to try and help you get your memory back.
I know. Well, at the same time, couldn't the psychiatrist help me to figure out what caused the blackout?
Vicky, I'm afraid it's not going to be as simple as that. I don't want to alarm you. But I'm not too sure a psychiatrist is the right person to diagnose this blackout.
Well, if a psychiatrist is not a psychiatrist, then who? Oh. You think it's physical?
Well, I think, frankly, you should see a neurologist. You see, I mean, they're the experts in this.
You think it's a brain tumor or something like that?
Well, we have to check, don't we?
I should see a neurologist?
Well, they're the specialists. We find out if this is a physical problem, and then we go from there. Oh, listen, Larry can recommend a neurologist, I'm sure.
No, not Larry. I'm not going to see Larry. I'm not minimizing this blackout at all, but I can't go to Larry. I can't go to any doctor in Landview.
Yeah, I understand that, but the only way we're going to be able to be sure is to see a specialist.
Yeah, but I have to think about the children. I mean, if Clint found out about this fainting spell, he could use that against me.
Vicky, Clint doesn't even know you fainted.
But Heron and the servants, they know, don't they?
Well, if any of the servants had found you here on the floor now, surely they wouldn't have left you here all night, now would they? We're the only ones that know.
No one else can find out, Tom.
No, except your doctor must
Yes,
know.
the doctor. Who am I going to go to? Who? I absolutely will not go to Larry.
Larry isn't just a physician, he's also a trusted friend. He'll keep this confidential.
I know that. I just don't think it's fair to put him in this position again. It was so awful having to watch him up on the witness stand. He was trying so hard not to hurt Clint or me. I felt terrible for him. Besides, right now, everything I do is open to question. I mean, if I walk into the examining room at Landview Hospital, someone from the Banner might see me, or worse yet, someone from the National Intruder. And if Clint doesn't hear about it from some well-meaning friend, he could read about it in the evening newspaper.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see the headlines now. Viki Buchanan faces a new peril at the Landview Hospital.
You're making fun of me.
How'd you guess?
Am I being that ridiculous?
No, but there is one important thing you're overlooking.
What?
Patient-doctor confidentiality. Whatever your medical problems are, they're just between you and your doctor. No one else need know.
Yes, you're right.
Good. Okay, then we go right to the hospital, all right?
No, wait.
Of course, I'm sorry. You do need a disguise, don't you? Now, I happen to have in my car a mustache and a beard.
Please, I feel so foolish about this already. No, I've got a better idea. There's a doctor I once saw in Philadelphia, Shirley Maxwell. I'll go see her.
Mm-hmm. Is she a neurologist?
No. She's a GP, just like Larry, but that's all we need right now. Right? I mean, if she suggests that I see a specialist, well, then, of course, I'll go see one. But if this fainting spell really was caused by emotional exhaustion, well, then she can confirm that.
Okay, we drive to Philadelphia.
I'll call her right now and see if she can see me.
Tell her it's urgent, too, will you, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Are you going to be home?
Yes, you call me after you've spoken with her, and I'll come right over and drive you to Philadelphia.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for caring.